everybody. Pick up a little bit of a mess still from yesterday here. Toss it to the side. And I'm going to do a quick little, basically 8.5 by 11 size sheet transfer tonight. So, I'm going to go ahead and just hit refresh on my video. If you're catching it on a replay, just skip ahead a few seconds. So, I was trying to decide. So this is the box frame. So basically it's two-side. It's wooden. It comes this color with a white background on one side, brown on the other. It's really it's heavy. So it's nice and sturdy to stand up on its side. Would help if I didn't have all the stuff underneath it. But it stands up nice and sturdy on its own. And I'm going to do something on the back side. And then to remove this, because I had done this like on around Valentine's Day, it was one of the transfers, can wash it off. It's got the white background, so there may be a little bit of standing on it. All I have to do is like sand it down, and it'll come right off. And I could even, put a little paint or white chalk paste on the background to make it pop. Okay. So that's what I'm gonna do tonight. Just gonna put something on the other side of this. And I grabbed out a couple of different ones. I'll turn my light on here I don't think I'll need it because the sun's so bright behind me, but just in case. And then I wish I could see, I've got my phone facing the other way, so I can't see my phone. I gotta look at the camera on this, or the computer on the side, which you can't see because it's on a little tray. But I grabbed out some different ones. I pretty much want to do kind of a plain one, so I think I'm going to do white, just with this brown background. Some people paint it. You can, whatever your color scheme is. I like the nice rustic wood of it, and I think white on it will look pretty good. I kind of toyed around with what else to put on it, but I really like this Dream Wildly one. And there's lots of different ones I think I want to just like take this flower and use in the background of something, because you can put any kind of words on it. But there's also this one which is pretty detailed, which I was thinking, because this has got love stuff on one side, this would be another love thing on the other side. So this is when you love what you have everything you need. And the actual scroll designs and stuff that go with it go really well with the ones. I mean, they match up really well with, if you can see this one, this is the "I'm sorry, did I roll my eyes?" So like little snarky sayings. Because I thought about doing like one here, like with four little ones surrounding it. But it's got the same kind of scroll work in it. So I'm going to stick with the love one. There's also another one I'm going to do, which I might do this like me in a pajamas shirt or something too, because it's like "Twinkle, twinkle, little star, do you know how loved you are?" It's a cute little one. So those will be some ones I'll be doing in the future. This is my fuzz cloth that I dug out. It was under some other stuff. It's dirty and stained because it's over a year old. But when you use ink, it will stain things, and over time. So the fuzz cloth has two. It's got the microfiber nice side, and then it's got like the more linty, I guess terry cloth kind of side. So you fuzz up on this side, clean stuff on this side. I use it both sides for both. Kind of just grabbing whatever I have. So I'm going to actually take this one out. And these bags are resealable, obviously. I've toyed around with keeping them in the bags, taking them out of the bags. Some people do both. Some people put them in a binder. It just depends on how many you have. I have tons. And I love to use them for all different things. So for me, that's what I'm trying to figure out the best way to organize them. So I labeled the back of my reusable transfer in the backer. It's nice and sticky, so I'm going to, and I just folded it on itself. All right, if you do that, pull really gently without, as you can see, it wants to fold back on itself even more. So I'm just, if there's a spot that I can get, I'd spray it with a little water. The water loosens it right up. but it's really, really sticky because it's the first time I've used this one. So I'm just fuzzing it up to add a little lint to the back, which I'll then clean off when I get done. It's just to make it easier so I can get it off this wood nice and easy. And I'm going to wax the wood before I actually put it on there. So we kind of think of, if it's a rougher surface or like a cloth surface, you don't need to fuzz it because you want it to stick to it as much as possible. You're going to easily be able to get it off a t-shirt and stuff. But you don't want the ink to run. When you're doing chalk on different things, it just depends on the surface. But in general, you want to fuzz. But when I've done chalk on the burlap boards, I did not fuzz it because I wanted it to be as sticky as possible. And I do my little test to see, is it going to be too sticky or not? And it's not. But before I do that, I got to remember to wax my board. Hey, Melissa, I'll bring in, I'm actually in the office tomorrow, so I'll bring those 2 boards into you. And then you'll have them. So I'm only doing like a part remote date tomorrow, so I'll be in the morning. Get a little waxing on the edge here. So I just go back and forth with the wax. I mean, I can only kind of see it if I look at the glare off the light. But I do it in both directions. You're just filling in the little wood pieces to make it nice and a little bit smoother. It also helps when you're putting the chalk paste on, you know, any little dips in the wood, because wood grain is like that. The wax kind of fills that in. And to line it up, I just eyeball it. But okay, so I want to make sure that it's upright when I put it on. So this would be kind of like a double up one. Smoothing out any little air bubbles. I'm going to use my fingernail to prop it up, but remember last night when I did it, I put a little stir stick down on the big one because it was even closer to the edge. You can even do little transfers around the edge or paint it. So many different options. And I am going to do the cloud effect because I love how my rooster turned out last night, where it really came out with the dusty blue or the dusky blue to look more camouflaged with when I mixed it with the white. So I do want to do another one where I use the ocean mist with the white so you can really see what the true cloud effect can look like. Right. For this one, I definitely want a lighter color on the darker wood. That's what I personally like. So I do have my bright white. The yellow, I think is just going to be too light. What do I got for lighter colors? So I think like the Marvelous, which is like got a little bit of a purple tint to it. I think that's going to look too dark color on it for what I want. But I mean, I also could do a nice deep purple. That's going to stand out as well. The choices, the choices. Anybody has a color preference, let me know. I tend to be picky about it. I don't know why. So my other design on my other side is got, I believe this is the raspberry. And then I got some little blue on the hearts. So I know I'm going to use the white. And it's, do I mix another color with it is the question. Kind of want to mix my Regal purple with it. But I do have, maybe I'll get a little glittery. Look, my glitters. I've got to find a better system for my chalk paste. Alright, so I do have more on my desk here that I used the last 2 days. Where is that purple? It's here somewhere. Maybe not, maybe yes. So this is Shimmer Orchid, but I still think the Shimmer Orchid is going to be too dark for the wood, for the way I want it to look. So I'm going to stick with a dark purple and the white. Not quite sure where I'm going to put what, where, but I'll figure it out. Kind of maybe just wing it a little bit. Okay, so yeah, so I'll definitely bring those in tomorrow. Okay, so do I go dark? No, I kind of want to go dark. Darn it. All right, so I'll get out my Regal, which is my deep dark purple. Let's see how it looks. It's there are some with purple lids. If you buy any chalk paste off me, at one point, because of the pandemic, they weren't able to get the black and white lids, so we did get some purple ones. We just kind of refer, like, it's a collector's edition. It's not a collector's edition, but it's just, you know, one of those things that was caused by the pandemic. So I've got my purple, and I'll kind of like stir it up so you can see it's really nice and deep and dark. And I'm going to do the entire thing in the one color, which I rarely do one color. I mean, I did one color on some things last night, but that was just because I was trying to use the stuff that I mixed together. You know what? I'm going to use my angled squeegee too. I love this thing. Seriously, if you don't have an angled squeegee, you're a designer or you have all this stuff, get the angled squeegee. I mean, it's got different ends, this end, this end. It's easy, it's nice and thick to hold like the big handled one. I don't know why more people are not using this thing. It's crazy. I'm just making sure I got it nice and smooth. There's a lot of writing on it. So I want to make sure I don't have any air bubbles in there that I don't see. There's different ways to do it, but I'm going to plop down purple in different areas. And then any excess, I'm just going to pop it right back in my thing. So, being that I'm using the angled squeegee, it should go super quick. I'm just scraping it across. And then the excess that I pick up, I'm just putting back down into other areas. Just going across, going across. This is not taking any time at all. And you see I'm already nice close to the edge. The only thing about the big one is when you're getting close to the edge, you can put like painter's tape down. It is, if you're using the chalk, you can easily pick it up. So I'm just making sure I scrape off all the excess. And then just double checking. I double check around the edges just to make sure that I get... Like, seriously? Like, I should do time side by side with like two people, somebody using the angled squeegee, somebody not using it, just to show like how much quicker it makes it. It's crazy. Okay. Right. So I'm going to pull it up. Try to pull it evenly. Then toss it in my water bucket upside down. Just going to keep that paste kind of loosened up so it doesn't dry too much for me to clean it. All right, what do you guys think? I like it. Now I want to change the other side to be a little bit more simpler. So I've got the dark purple here. And you can always embellish things. Like I could put like a little bit of ribbon on here, flowers. I've got these cool butterfly stickers that I just got where they pop out. So it actually looks like butterflies, but there's these kind of stickers that are a little bit wiry as well. They're awesome. Look forward to those. So this is just a cute little, like, how quick did I do that? Like, I don't know, a couple minutes, less than 5 minutes for me to do it. I just babbled on a lot. And this is tonight's project. So honestly, now all I have to do is clean up. So let's see how long it gives me. Got this one. I'm gonna put that to the side there. I'm trying not to hit it with my arm. So, I mean, tonight all I have to do is clean up my squeegee, my stir stick, and the transfer. So I'll just pop them in the water, seal up my paste. I'm going to be doing a project every night, so if you're like, I want to see this again, but I want to see it on the white side, or just shout out what you want. I can easily do that. Right. So I'm going to use my little cloth slide to clean things up. I'm just taking this out of my water bucket, just to the side that you can't really see. Now I assume that the transfer may be a little stained after I clean it. It's not going to hurt as long as the silkscreen area is clean. As you can see from my clear water bucket, the water is already purple. So that's how much chalk paste it already took off. Even when I put my eraser in the water, it's turning it a little purple. But as soon as I take it to the sink and rinse it out, it pretty much cleans up. And the erasers just take it right off. So the nicer thing about throwing it into a bucket real quick instead of just using the water bottle is that it really gets the water on there to loosen it up. So had I just started off with Clorox wipes or the water bottle, it wouldn't have come that clean that quickly. And I'm just going to go over it again. If the water in the water bucket gets a little too dirty, I just take my water bottle, spray it down a little bit. But remember that when I go over it, I'm pushing it through the silk screen to the back side. And I always do the non-sticky side first and the sticky side last because I'm going to leave it to dry sticky side up. Right. The back side is usually much easier to clean just because I didn't really put chalk paste on that. It's the only thing that's on it is, woo, I hit that with my hand. The reason that there's any chalk paste on it is I pushed it through that and there's a little glob here because when I threw the stir stick in the water, it touched the back of this. So that's dry. I'll just leave that out. And then I usually just stick over into the water bucket when I'm doing so the stir stick is made out of plastic and the squeegee is silicone, so easy to clear. Just put them out there. Easy, easy. And honestly, usually I just take the stir stick and the squeegee and I don't even use the eraser to clean them. I just run them underwater and rub them underwater and rub my fingers on it and the stuff comes right off. So I'll get this cleaned up in the sink and we're good for tonight. I'll sign off and I'll put cart link for what you would need to do this. And if I in the cart link, I usually will throw in a squeegee too in case you don't have one. And I may do paste packets instead of a jar. You can change them out for whatever you want. I just kind of mix it up. So if there's a color that you really love, get the jar. Usually most people get the jar of white because if you're going to do a lot of chalkboard stuff, you're going to love the white. It's nice, simple, clean. Looks great. All right. So, well, that's off to this. Oh, you guys can't really see it when I put it over there, huh? All right, let's try there. Let's see if that works. It does. I'm going to go this way a little bit. All right, so that's the shot that I'll leave you with. And I will empty my water bucket out and see you guys tomorrow night.